We're ready to go. Power play 1 is underway. Just 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Textbook leg glance from the batsman. That's 4, off the marking style. A flat pitch, excellent conditions for batting. Umpires walk out, fielders stride out to the middle. This is such a beautiful stadium. The crowd turnout is excellent. Time to start, right arm fast bowl. Umpire signals, power play 1, a chance for quick runs. Magnificent strike. That's a superb outswinger. And he's absolutely smashed that one. That will be 4 and the batsman is off the mark. That's hit on the top of the bat. Batsman crashing in, the bowler under pressure. That's come off the top of the bat. Terrific strike from the batsman. That goes all the way for 4. Misjudged it. The ball has hit the handle of the bat. That was a tough over for the bowler. Left arm fast bowler from over the wicket. It's a balanced field for this over. Looking for wickets, but there's some protection too. Let's hit the handle of the bat. The batsman looks a bit rattled. There is a single to offer. Finds the fielder at deep mid-on. Batsman's score with this bat is 2. New bat comes into play. Inches away from the wicket. Batsman couldn't score. Bowler's over so far, batsman struggling to score. All set for action. First power play starts, a crucial phase for scoring. That's hit high on the bat. Gets off the mark with a boundary. Tickled down the leg side. One more boundary for the batsman. Batsman has forced a change in the field. Batsman ends up slicing thin air. In the air. That's a four. Timing could have been better. 1 run available there. That's hit the splice of the bat, could not generate any power. The bowler bowls a deadly outswinger. A couple to get off the mark. Pushes it down the leg side. The result is a single. Batsman has been beaten on that occasion. That's well struck. That will be a boundary. Costly over so far, bowler would want to come back strongly. That's clean bowled. What a delivery. The ball swung in late. This bat's contribution is 6. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. Off the mark with a boundary. Changes are done to the fielding. Batsman gets the bat on ball. Bowler has been expensive in this over. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Throws one just past the stumps. A fielder is present there. He's given that absolutely everything. Just out of the reach for the bowler. Ball runs away for 4. Tackled away. Back-to-back boundaries for the batsman. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. That's not too far from the bowler. Fielding has been updated. Batsman finds the contact. There's a stunning leg cutter. That's a single. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Gets it away for 4. Yet another expensive over fielding team struggling to contain the run flow. Batsman smashed that ball. Batsman will get a boundary. Batsman continues to dominate. Been a costly over so far. What a stroke. That's a colossal hit. Disappeared into the stands. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. What a shot. First milestone for the batsman. Total score is 30. Time to raise the bat. Another great over for the batsman. Worrying signs for the fielding team. He's not got that from the middle. It's hit high on the bat. A leg cutter of the highest order. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. Two runs added to the total. Batsman gets the contact. That's a proper off-cutter. ball. Timing could be better. Required run rate is close to 10. Couldn't score off this ball. Batsman is able to connect. Has been a good over for both the teams. Left arm fast bowler from over the wicket. It's a balanced field for this over. Looking for wickets, but there's some protection too. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Gets double for that. That's hit on the top of the bat. That's magnificent. The ball just curved in beautifully. That's a lightning knock. Required run rate is nearly 10. Batsman still getting accustomed to the conditions. Batsman slashed that ball. Batsman pockets a single. That's come off the top of the bat. That's a superb off-cutter. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Terrific strike from the batsman. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Plays it down the leg side. That's a boundary. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. Really hit that hard. 11 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. That's hit high on the bat. That will be 4. Batsman gets the connection. Fielder stops this. The ball has hit the handle. Could not judge the length properly there. That's 30-run milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. An expensive over. Batsman continues on his merry way. A dot ball. Good delivery. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Batsman collects a single. That's hit the splice of the bat. Could not generate any power. Good over so far. Trying to dry up the runs. Struck the top part of the bat. Nowhere near the sweet spot. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Good judgment. No need to play at that. Oh, that was close to the wickets. Keeper does well and keeps the batsman on strike. Delicate touch into the leg side. It's gone for 4. Good over comes to an end. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. Half century for the batsman. Superb innings so far. Time to raise the bat. He's worked it beautifully to the leg side. Batsman finds the boundary. He's not got that from the middle. It's hit high on the bat. That's a brilliant in-swinger. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. What a shot. Has really connected that Batsman is going along nicely at a strike rate of 186. Really hit that hard. That's huge. That's out of the park. Fielding changes are done. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Left arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Timing could have been better. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's hit on the top of the bat. Almost a catch for the bowler. 1 run added to the tally. Gentle touch from the batsman. Required run rate is close to 10. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? He's worked that one nicely into the leg side. That goes all the way for 4. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. Use the pace of the ball for a leg glance. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. That's come off the top of the bat. It's a low full toss. Batsman earns a couple. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Smashes it. Can't get it past the fielder. That's hit high on the bat. That's half century. Another milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. It's hit with tremendous power. Safe, but that was close to the fielder. It's gone through the fielder. Another boundary for the batsman. Good take from the fielder. That's a stunning off-cutter. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 55. The batsman has deftly guided it towards the leg side. A single to get off the mark. Batsman gets the bat on ball. That's a classical in-swinger. Exciting cricket in that over. Batsman finds the contact. That's not too far from the fielder. Batsman scoring at a rate of approximately 11. The ball has struck the handle of the bat. An absolute peach of an off-cutter. Batsman whips it powerfully. That's a magnificent in-swinging Yorker. Batsman smashed that ball. Oh, it's a biggie. Got hold of that one all right. This has gone up. Taken at mid-off. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 70. That's an interesting over. Right arm medium fast from over the wicket. Solid. That was such a lovely sound of the bat. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Turns it down the leg side. That's a 4. Batsman has forced a change in the field. Required run rate is nearly 10. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. That's a ferocious in-swinger. That's hit the splice of the bat, could not generate any power. Misfield by the fielder at deep mid-off. Batsman gets a single. It's muscled. Batsman living dangerously. That's almost carried to the bowler. Misfielder deep mid-on. Gets off the mark with a couple. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's a glorious shot. Batsman clears the boundary again. Batsman gets the contact. Turning out to be another great over for the batsman. Guides the ball into the leg side. Excellent drift away. He's lofted it, the ball is sky high. That will be a boundary. Changes are done to the fielding. Just gets back on ball. Timing could be better. That's 30 runs with this bat. It has been a good knock. Yet another expensive over fielding team struggling to contain the run flow. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. Fails to run it past the fielder. That was just a push from the batsman. There is a single to offer. He's just nudged it into the leg side. Batsman needs to score 338. Runs in 213. Balls. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. Batsman requires to get 337 runs from 212 deliveries. And he's deftly guided that one into the leg side. That's a proper leg cutter. That's a magnificent strike. That's a classical outswinger. That's an economical over. Good bowling. Left arm wrist spin from around the wicket. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Goes for a mighty heave, but it's a bottom edge. One run available there. Whips it powerfully. That's into the stands. Fielding has been updated. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. That ball has drifted away by a mile. He's not got that from the middle. It's hit high on the bat. Ball runs away for 4. That's hit on the top of the bat. Consecutive boundaries for the batsman. Another great over for the batsman. Umpire signals start of power play 2. That's a cracking shot. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Tickled down the leg side. Gets it away for 4. Neat push by the batsman. 2 runs added to the score, keeps the scoreboard ticking. Steers it towards the 3rd man. That's a superb leg cutter. Pushes it down the leg side. Batsman will get a boundary. Square fine leg is brought to fine leg. That's gone in the air. 30-run milestone has been reached. Time to raise the bat. An expensive over. Batsman continues on his merry way. Terrific strike from the batsman. 2 runs added to the score. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. That brings up the half-century. Well done. Catching practice for the fielder. Batsman's score with this bat is 54. 8 runs in the over so far. Batsman is able to connect. Off the mark with a run. Bowled him. The batsman missed that one and the stumps are a mess. Well, that's a stunning delivery, drifted away a lot. This bat's contribution is 31. Plays it down the leg side. Right on medium, fast from over the wicket. Batsman slashed that ball. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Shot. That's put away with ease. Back-to-back sixes for the batsman. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. That's well struck. That's a boundary. In the air. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 17. Batsman gets a new bat. That's a stunning shot. That's outrageous, a 6 to get off the mark. That over has brought some excitement to the game. That's come off the top of the bat. That's a single. A delicate touch into the leg side. Superb drift away. Up and away, that's a biggie. Oh, it slipped through. A tough one, the fielder couldn't latch onto it. It's up in the air. Just carries over the fence. Batsman gets the connection. Played it back to the bowler. Given that absolutely everything. It's gone for 4. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. That's right out of the middle of the bat. That's a cracker of a leg cutter. Timing could have been better. 1 run added to the score. Batsman smashed that ball. The bowler has just produced a good off-cutter. Hits the handle of the bat. Batsman pockets a single. He's worked it beautifully to the leg side. Batsman finds the boundary. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. That's 4 more for the batsman. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Hits the toe end of the bat. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Missed the mark, ditched out a low full toss. He's worked that one nicely into the leg side. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? That's hit high on the bat. Excellent drift away. That's hit the splice of the bat. Could not generate any power. Misfield by the fielder at mid-wicket. Finds the fielder on this occasion. Batsman gets the bat on ball. That goes all the way for 4. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. Batsman goes for the shot, gets an edge. He's edged that one, but it's gone for 4. Fortune favours the brave. The batsman has neatly placed it behind square. There's a stunning leg cutter. That's a lightning knock. Oh, what a ball. An off-cutter of the highest quality. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. Safe, but that was close to the bowler. Batsman finds the contact. Batsman collects a single. It's gone up. Just manages to clear the boundary. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Batsman gets the contact. Bows a low full toss. That's come off the handle of the bat. That ball has drifted away by a mile. Batsman slashed that ball. First milestone for the batsman. Total score is 30. Time to raise the bat. Just gets bat on ball. Timing could be better. Just falls short of the bowler. A close call. Consecutive 4s for the batsman. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. 1 run added to the tally. Clean strike. Boom, what a shot. That's dispatched deep into the stands. So an expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Batsman is able to connect. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. The batsman has deftly guided it towards the leg side. That will be another boundary. He's misjudged it. The ball has hit the handle of the bat. 9 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. He's not got that from the middle. It's hit high on the bat. Batsman gets the connection. That's a well-deserved half-century. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. Turns it down the leg side. That's gone for 4 as well. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. Top quality strike by the batsman. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Timing could have been better. Plays it back to the bowler. No run there. Really hit that hard. That's a 4. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. Fielding changes are done. Drifts in with the angle. Batsman couldn't connect. batsman gets the bat on ball. What a shot. Has really connected that one. Batsman is slowly getting into the touch. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Batsman finds the contact. A leg cutter of the highest order. Batsman gently taps the ball. Batsman looks in good touch. That's a fine half-century. That's hit on the top of the bat. Stunning in-swinger. The bowler has really got the ball talking. Let's hit the handle of the bat. The batsman looks a bit rattled. There is a single to offer. Smashes it. Batsman will get 2 for that. It's hit with tremendous power. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Batsman whips it powerfully. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That's a terrific shot. That's gone for a 6. A pretty big one too. Absolutely trashed the ball. That will be a boundary. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. That's come off the top of the bat. 1 run available there. That's hit high on the bat. Oh, what a delivery. Drifting in sharply. That's hit the splice of the bat. Could not generate any power. Right arm medium fast from over the wicket. Guides the ball into the leg side. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Gentle push from the batsman. That's a ferocious outswinger. Bowler stops this. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. What a delivery. The ball swung in late. It's a solid push right out of the middle. Muscled. Ball runs away for 4. Batsman has forced a change in the field. It's played gently by the batsman. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. Right arm leg spinner from over the wicket. Hit with tremendous power. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That has been hammered. That's gone for 6 again. Changes are done to the fielding. Batsman gets the contact. 12. Runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. A magnificent strike. The result is a single. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Gets it away for 4. Just gets back on ball. Timing could be better. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length. Right arm medium fast from over the wicket. Terrific strike from the batsman. A slight misfield by the fielder. He's just nudged it into the leg side. That's a spectacular century. What an innings this has been. Fielding has been updated. And he's deftly guided that one into the leg side. 4 more, that's 3 in a row. Batsman is able to connect. That's a proper leg cutter. Trickled down the leg side. Batsman will get a boundary. Pushes it down the leg side. That's a proper off-cutter. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Right arm leg spinner from over the wicket. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Struck the top part of the bat. Nowhere near the sweet spot. That's a boundary. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. Batsman gets the connection. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. What a stroke. That's a big one into the crowd. And that's a gentle push. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. What a shot. That's gone all the way for 6. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. That's well struck. 1 run added to the score. Could never get any wood on it. That's hit the top half of the bat. Couldn't judge the length. The result is 2. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. Batsman pockets a single. He's given that absolutely everything. Right out of the middle of the bat. That's a killer out-swinging Yorker. Left arm wrist, spin from over the wicket. Plays it down the leg side. Batsman gets a triple. Delicate touch into the leg side. Two runs added to the scoreboard. Terrific strike from the batsman. That's disappeared. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? Deep square leg has been moved to deep backward square leg. Batsman smashed that ball. Timing could have been better. That's 2 important runs added to the total. He's worked it beautifully to the leg side. That will be 4. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find... All right, power play 3. Fielding side can have 5 fielders outside the circle. The ball has hit the handle. Could not judge the length properly there. batsman collects a single. Batsman gets the bat on ball. That's a superb off-cutter. Bowled, what a beauty. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 125. Good over so far, trying to dry up the runs. He's not got that from the middle, it's hit high on the bat. Can't get it past the fielder. He's worked that one nicely into the leg side. Finds the boundary and batsman is off the mark. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. Left arm wrist spin from around the wicket. Batsman finds the contact. Straight to the bowler. That's hit on the top of the bat. A century for the batsman. Has been an outstanding innings. Time to raise the bat. Easy catch for the fielder. Well, that's a stunning delivery. Drifted away a lot. Batsman's score with this bat is 4. That's come off the top of the bat. Collects a single and gets off the mark. Big heave, the ball is soaring in the air. Just clears the rope. Gentle knock by the batsman. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. The ball has struck the handle of the bat. A streaky 4, that's raced to the boundary. Batsman gets the contact. 1 run added to the scoreboard. That's hit high on the bat. Batsman gets a couple. 7 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. That's hit the splice of the bat. Could not generate any power. And again, the same result. Just gets bat on ball. Timing could be better. That's a superb leg cutter. Batsman thrashed the ball hard. It's gone for 4. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That's a lightning knock. Added 2 to the tally. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. 7 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. Batsman slashed that ball. That was close to the fielder. Batsman finds the boundary. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. That's gone into the clouds. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's in the air. Batsman had good control over the shots throughout the innings. That goes all the way for 4. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game.